We are going to be building a train. You might recognise this one. Yup, we're building Stephenson's rocket. So I'm going to jump right into it. So first of all, we need to start by getting a long stretch of track, placing a station at one end and placing a train station at one end and clicking create new train, which is this button here. Then we can just press escape, and then you need to go into your inventory, grab some train casing, which you need 11 of, and you want to you want to go to standard styles, then select invisibility, visible one, the bogey, and you make that your first bogey. Then you go to hold up, I'm having with single axles, then you go medium single wheel. I'm going to place that, hold up, just count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So on the 6th block after the first bogey, you place down a single wheel. Then you need to go to double axles and place to go select large create styled bogey and paste that in after another 5 blocks on the 5th block. And now I'm going to start by getting us to place down the base. So you're going to want to start by getting on top of one of these bogies, sneaking and placing a copycat slab. Ab. Then you surround this bogey. He was copycats. He has top par copycat slabs, and you place one right here. And you extend them all the way, not just there though. Oh, and it needs to be extended 2 more. More in the front. More in front. So I'm just going to do that by going around the outside. Then I'm going to break those. So now I've placed that bit as the face. I'm going to pop into my inventory and I'm going to grab some copycat slope layers, and you want to place those just on each of these gaps where the medium wheel bogey is. You want to do level 2 of those bogies with the slabs, or with the slopes, and then now we're going to need some copycat steps. And you should place these all the way along up to these slopes. Oops, on each side, leaving a gap from 1 at the start. And then what you're going to do, Because you want to do level 3, I think. Yes, level 3 you do, and you need to repeat that for each side. And then we're going to need a copycat headstock link and pin and a copycat headstock buffer. And you're going to place the buffers on each side. Well, I'll leave it out as having the link and pin in the middle. Then you're going to need a dark oak wood, dark oak wood, the regular wood by the way, and not just the planks. And you're going to break this. And if you're using the mod pack I am, which is Create 8 Perfect Worlds 2 by Mr. Beardstone off of CurseForge, then you should be able to texture with all the blocks I'm texturing with. Oh yeah, before we actually do the textures, we're going to need some fly wheels, which I don't have. And you're going to place those on either side of this of your bogey. Then we're done with the flywheels. And now we grab the dark oak wood. All of these up to where the level where the slope is. We texture all of the slabs and and steps with dark oak wood. And then we need some black riveted loco metal, which we texture everything with, the other remaining copycat block with. And then we're going to need some, let me see what it's called. Oh yes, regular copycat headstocks with no buffers or anything built onto them. Oh, oops, I made a mistake. So you remove one of the slabs on each side of the medium wheel bogey and place full blocks there. And you texture the copycat headstocks with his more black loco metal. And now, once we've done this, if I just go ahead and look at my other design for a minute here, you sneak on top of the slab where the front section of the, and you want to place these going back to Act 4 blocks, so it's a total of 5 blocks long. Then you texture the first one with black loco metal. We'll do other one with white loco metal. Not white, yellow / loco metal, and the others is black / loco metal. Then you're going to grab what? Give me a minute. You need to grab a black loco metal metal boiler. That's why it looks so strange, because I changed it on my other one, and because I had done it the wrong colour. Okay, well I've noticed now. So, anyway, make sure it's a black loco metal boiler on this one. And then on the first slab, top of the first slab on top, the front position to the wheels. Then you want to go for yellow loco metal boilers. As in, then you want to grab, you can use a different item for this, but I find it easier to do it with these. And then you want to fill that up to level with a max level on each and every one. So you can see the design here on my other one. So you do that up to this point on each side of the boiler. Wait, sorry, it's the second to last level. Anyway, make them all to the second to last level so they look like a framed, like a complete, a full copycat slope. And then on both the frame slope from framed blocks mod. So then you're going to do this on both sides. Then let me just work out what block it is I've used over here because I'm unsure. Oh wait, yes. I'm going to need some copycat stairs. Search, if you can just search copy and it be in, it should show up. Well, that's the way it was for me anyway. Oh yeah, at this point you'll also want to grab some, pull out your industrial iron and copper panels, not copper panels, industrial iron blocks, and texture all of these framed slope layers. As in with the, then it's a bit of an annoying task. You have to get a so bearing in mind at this moment in time you might be thinking it's faster or surely just to make a couple of platforms. Well, yes, but I'm using a create jetpack from a different mod. So and then you use a slab in the middle of those 2 stairs. And these copycat panels need to go on the completely flat sides of the stairs, and then you texture all of that up there with industrial iron blocks. Then next thing you need is one of these. Use a copycat beam. You place that in front of the industrial line we've just placed, and then you need a brewing stand, and you also need a caboose smokestack and the copycat beam. So you place the copycat beam at the front, going 3 upwards, including the one at the throat on the lowest one, like this, and you place a coal burner smokestack on it, or no, so you can actually just use any smokestack on it, but I do like that one because it looks the most realistic. Then you need to grab your brewing stand. You only need 1 per engine, and place it behind the industrial iron. Then you can grab out some black copper wrapped loco metal, and your copycat panels. So you want to texture this bit. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called a boiler. And then if I just go ahead and look at my other design here, you're going to want your industrial iron out, but in terms of texture blocks, but you're also going to want some grey grill concrete. And now what we're going to do is step 1. We put a campfire just here, and put some black riveted loco metal on the sides with 2 copycat panels, 1 on top of each other on each side of that, on the sides of the locomotive. And then I have, on my locomotive, I've used some copycat trapdoors here, so you can open it up, but I'm not all that bothered about it. If you're not all that bothered about it, you can just use copycat panels. Also, that's instead of the second copycat panel on top of the first one, which is connect. And you texture both of those copycat trapdoors or panels in my case, with grills. There is grey concrete grills. Then you texture the copycat panels below that with industrial iron, because what we're building right now is the boiler. So you go ahead and wrap copycat panels like those around like that, and put some black riveted loco metal around the entire thing, but not in front of the fireplace. Behind the fireplace. Fireplace. Oh yeah. Now you need more copycat panels. Place them just like that in front of the black loco metal blocks. the Z fighting here you can't do literally anything about, so you're just going to have to put up with it. It's unfortunately. So I placed a block on top of the fireplace, but you can break that block as it's temporary. After having placed a slab on top, copycat slab on top, and 2 slopes on either side of that copycat. And make sure those slopes are at slab level slope, meaning level 2. Not all of that goes industrial line like I've just made it. That was not intentional. So ignore me just fixing it in the loco after I messed up. So this slab here needs to be wool. Yes, there is good smoke will come through it. I got confused for a second, but smoke does come through this from our campfire. By the way, in case you're wondering how I got the white smoke on my completed build model, you just grab some dye and right click the smokestack. And now you need to go ahead and place a couple of blocks, temporary blocks. Just here, you can use literally anything on each side. And then you need some more copycat headstocks with no buffer beams or anything attached. And place them so the bottom's connecting with the ones below them. For one of them. Mind you, the other one for the moment will just be floating. But anyway, all of these get textured with industrial iron blocks. Then you place a copycat panel in each of the gaps, and that gets industrial iron and put on it as well. Then you need a yellow seat and some train controls. You place the yellow sleep on top of the medium bogey and single bogey and train controls either end of it, so it allows you to, because you can only put them in one position. Right, okay, now the locomotive is that is the locomotive done. Once you grab some brass, not yellow stained loco metal, slash not stained loco metal. Right, you've now finished your locomotive. At this point, I would go into your inventory, pull out some super glue, and you super glue that point there. You place the block where I just placed. It's temporary though. and you super glue all of this down to just there. Then you disconnect your super glue and break all this temporary loco metal. You black loco metal. And now, at this point, just to test purposes, I've assembled the train. Well, I can't, just because I placed an extra bogey for the tender, so I'm going to break that. You go into your station and click assemble, find the button for assemble train. Now you've built the locomotive of Stephenson's rocket. At this point I'd just hold right click on the seat and right click on the front train controls, and you should probably be doing this while you have a loop of track completed. So it and then you go to the you hold W and O to move. Whoa, I got way too fast just then. So once you eventually pull back into the station, then you click disassemble. You open the train. What's it called? And train station. That's what it's called. You play now, and then you disassemble the train and place a large create styled bogey just there. Now you need some more upside down facing slabs, or top slabs, and you go ahead and make a 5x5 with the boiler in the middle point. At this point we are done with the black loco metal. You need to pull back out your dark oak wood. Oops, you need your copycat heads to place on the side of the slabs, which is becoming a custom in all of the trains I've designed. Hehe, this is my first one I've ever made of my own design. And once you place the copycat headstocks on, you texture literally everything with dark oak wood, but make sure to right click the texture 3 times on the first one, then you can just place it in place. Oh, it looks like you only need to tap it 2 times actually. Once you've made sure the logs are placing sideways, when you this texture's sideways, is when you see, oops, do not accidentally create another train bogey. Texture all of this with dark oak wood. And now we need some more slabs. Or copycat slabs. And you place on top of the back row. Now we're going to grab our copycat buffers and our copycat linking pins. Place them on the back just like this. So make sure they're rotated to have the texture facing sideways as well, going towards either end, either side of the train. Then select these top slabs with brass/loco metal, with yellow/loco metal. And you pull out your yellow loco metal boiler and you place 3 of those on top of each slab, facing sideways. Then you need some slabs. Need some panels. And you place them exactly like that. On both sides. So there's no gap. And then on the back of here, for the purpose of preventing Z fighting, and then you're going to place it on the bottom. Then you need your yellow/loco metal back, and you texture all the copycat blocks with me. Blocks like this. And now, once you've done that, you can glue this thing together and assemble this trailer together. Or after arranging some coal however you wish. I'm going to show you how I like to do it. So first order of business, actually getting some coal blocks. Coal blocks are reasonably expensive though. I start by doing a 3x3. These will be on top of the bogey. Then I need to grab some copycat steps for Z fighting purposes. These can't be slabs. And you place those just like that. And those get coal textures. And you place copycat blocks in front of that. Coal blocks in front of that. Now you need to then there we go. Oops. Do not accidentally super glue anything. Do not super glue anything so far for the moment. You can do just a random arrangement of any coal blocks, and then you repeat the same just here. Right, now the gluing. The easiest way to glue this piece piece of this train is to glue from this front left headstock just here to the back of one. They use this temporary block here, and then you grab some super glue. Make sure not to accidentally clash the glue between the engine and tender, otherwise you will get an error message. And then you go ahead and click assemble train. Oh wait, after of course you remove those two coal blocks. Oops, I forgot a couple of, hold up, if you disassemble this train, you need to get some brass ladder from create and place a couple of them on each side like this, and then you are completely done. Thank you guys for watching this video. It's my first public video, so I hope you like it. Please be sure to like, comment and subscribe for more awesome train tutorials in the future. Bye!